But Americans, Fritz and Paul, had grown up together and their tennis was in sync.
Fritz in real trouble now.
We looked a long way back now, only was there one more twist in the tale? This was a rally for the ages, back and forth it swung, before finally...
Would you believe this?
That old Murray magic was in the city of London. But the time for plucky comebacks was over.
It's the end of Andy Murray's tennis career.
Oh, Pajala.
Oh, you can really feel the love in here for Andy Murray and everything he's achieved.
Andrew Murray.
And the end
Yeah,
of
Reeta, yeah.
I gave as much as I could to the sport. I love competing in
Yeah, Andrew Murray.
for my country. It's been, you know,
Because
these
that
tournaments
is,
are so special.
that's his full name. Yeah, Andrew Murray, that's what they call. That's Andy is short for Andrew.
Natalie Perks, BBC News, Paris.
From Andrew Murray.
So no fairy tale end then to Andy Murray's glittering 21-year-long career, but the two-time Wimbledon champion always said, having won Olympic gold twice, this was how he wanted to bow out, and he got his wish.
Dan Rowan in Paris, thank you very much. Time to look at the weather now in the UK. It's me, hi Louise.
Hi there, Reeta. Well, a few twists and turns with the weather story today. Actually, a perfect summer scene earlier on, hot and humid once again, with temperatures peaking at 30 Celsius. But just a few hours later, it was a slightly different story. In fact,
It was lovely.
Surrey and in Hampshire, we had just shy of 2 inches of rain in just a couple of hours. That's 3/4 of a month of rainfall. It brought some localised flooding in places as well, and it's certainly probably wet the cushions if you let them out through the day. Just take a look at the cluster of storms that developed. Pretty slow moving their way from west to east. They split into two, one moving up into the Midlands, another pushing down through Essex and Kent as we speak, and a few sharp showers likely to continue through the night across the far south-east. By contrast, clearer skies, with the exception to the far northwest. Here we've got cloud and rain. It will still be quite a warm, sultry night, particularly in the south-east, with 17 degrees conditions first thing tomorrow morning. But there is a change coming, and you can see with this area of low pressure, we'll see increasingly strong winds and some rain pushing into the far north and west. But elsewhere, it will be another warm, sunny day. A few scattered sharp showers still to clear from the southeast. Sunshine then coming through. By contrast, the rain will turn quite heavy in the afternoon into Northern Ireland, northwest Scotland. May well stay dry to eastern Scotland. Here, highs of 21 degrees. But through eastern England down to southeast England, we could still see temperatures at 27 degrees, just over 80 Fahrenheit. But that frontal system is going to continue to push its way south and east. It will weaken, but it has the chance of bringing more sharp thundery downpours for the start of the weekend. Slight improvement into Sunday.
Thank you very much, Louise. And that is tonight's BBC News at 10. On BBC One, it's time to join our colleagues for the news where you are. Good night.
Bye-bye, Rita.
Thanks, Rita. I'm James Boval, and you're watching Midlands Today.
James Boval.
Good evening. It's been another successful day for West Midlands athletes at the Olympics in Paris. In the rowing regatta, Esme Boone from Stratford-upon-Avon just missed out on a gold in the women's 4, while Hereford's Matilda Hodgkin-Byrne took an unexpected bronze in the double sculls. But there was some heartbreak elsewhere, including for Stoke-on-Trent canoeist Joe Clark. Kevin Reid rounds up the action.
It was a great day for West Midlands rowers, who'll be bringing home 2 medals. Stratford-on-Avon's Esme Booth was part of the women's 4 who won silver.
So yeah, we saw that, that was lovely. Even Pete witnessed it as well.
Huh?
Pete witnessed it as well.
Yeah, I know.
I think, you know, if you'd have told 13-year-old me that was being bullied for being tall or anything like that.
So it's always going to be peak and calm.
There's a lot of people that have helped me get here. A remarkable bronze!
They were late qualifiers for the games, but
Yeah.
Hereford's
Can come to
Matilda
us
Hodgkin-Byrne and her partner
on
Rebecca
Tuesday
Wild
again.
still won bronze in the double sculls.
Can't come to us on Tuesday again.
Quite a few of my friends have actually come out, which is incredible, like people that were with me when I first started rowing, and they're actually the grandstaff, so And you have to have the support and everyone there just get people up.
He's got a big idea to sort out food. And it's this. Although he was fastest in qualifying for the canoe slalom kayak final, the Rio gold medalist ended in 5th place.
That's quite the worst, to be honest. I'd say gutted, obviously got to be on the podium.
Joe Clark, Team GB News.
Feeling happy with myself, as it's minor errors and down. That's the difference between me winning today or be on the podium and not. And that's going to
Joe
be
For those watching with his club in Stone in Staffordshire, knew he'd given pictures.
He's an inspiration to all of the younger families who like
Just seeing him paddle like that in the Olympics, saying like anyone could get that.
That's what he's gone for, he really do. It's a shame. But without Adam Bird just got a gold, got silver, so.
Dan Evans from Birmingham lost his tennis doubles quarter-final with Sir Andy Murray in straight sets. It's Sir Andy's final game before retirement. And Alice Kinsella from Telford's Park Newton Gymnastics Club finished 12th in the artistic individual all-around. Every week, BBC Midlands Today.
Well, back here, and 4 men are in hospital with gunshots and stab wounds after fighting broke out in the streets in Warsaw. Police were called to reports of gunshots and disorder just before midnight last night. The man's been arrested and a gun and machete have been recovered. Giles Latcham reports.
Bird chills. The scene just before midnight of a large-scale fight beneath the tent. A car with windows smashed. 4 men were injured, 2 of them seriously, 1 with gunshot wounds. A 5-minute drive away at Walsall Man Hospital, another tent concealing another car, with police forensics officers at work inside. One of the councillors for the area says people are frightened.
This morning she's on Windsor community for famous families involved. Some young family came to talk this morning with people concerned. And they are concerned and worried for their own safety.
Police say last night's violence is unacceptable. They say they know other people were involved and they're examining CCTV. As a result of this incident, Section 60 stop and search has been introduced in this area.
And it's already 8:15. Wiz has been a youth worker in Walsall for 14 years. He says years of fighting aren't enough resources.
Don't anything to spill down the hill.
15 minutes to get to
It is pretty concerning in terms of how lives are being affected, how families are being affected, how communities are being destroyed by the violence that's happening at the moment. We need to really look at it again in terms of how we can support our families, our communities, and make the difference.
It's the latest in a number of shootings in Walsall. 3 weeks ago in Blakenhall, 20-year-old Connor Brooks was shot dead. It emerged this afternoon.
On the 8th of July,
The second man, aged 19, on suspicion of his murder. Police met councillors this evening to brief them on. The 6-year-old man remains in custody, arrested on suspicion of wounding. That should be dismissed.
A man's been charged with murder after the body of a woman was discovered in Stafford. 31-year-old Rebecca Simkin died at a property on Newport Road on Monday morning. Wayne Bond, who's 44, will appear at Stafford Crown Court on Monday. An inquiry functioned over Worcestershire. 25-year-old Peter Gregory died after crashed into an amateur competition in Ombersley last year. Worcestershire coroner David Reed is going to ask the Civil Aviation Authority if amateur air ballooning should be regulated to make it safer. The football coach and former Walsall and West Bromwich Albion player Craig Shakespeare has died. The 60-year-old was diagnosed with cancer last October. He worked as coach at West Brom, Aston Villa, Norwich and Leicester, as well as a spell as England assistant boss in 2016. His family say they're immensely proud of his achievements and the loss is devastating. Well, it's been another muggy day, hasn't it? Let's see if the
Today we saw the bubble burst with thundery showers breaking out here, there, but not everywhere. And over the weekend we've got a bit more rain to come. First thing on Saturday it's back, it's coming in through Friday night, tomorrow night, and after that it's mainly dry, warm, but fresher, and the fresher air is going to be introduced as a result of this cold front that's going to be moving into the west, which is bringing in that rain. It's driven on by low pressure. But through tonight, we've still got a warning for thunderstorms in place for the next hour or so, and then after that it will start to fade. The weekend will skies warm, at about 14 Celsius. And then tomorrow, with sunny stop, cloud gradually increasing from the west, setting off the odd shower here as that front approaches. What temperatures are still?
That's all from me for now. There's more from us during BBC Breakfast from 6 o'clock in the morning. But from all of us here, have a peaceful night. Bye for now.